Hey, I'm Matt,
I'm Josh.
and this is a review to a film. Josh, why are we doing this web show?
Well, I get asked a lot. I don't know about you, about what movies are coming out, what I thought, what should I pick for my kid, for this, for that.
Right.
I sound like a complete douche. But that's basically, people ask me all the time, who was in the movie, back in the 80s when the popcorn,
Right.
was filling up the house.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, well, it was real genius with Val Kilmer.
Absolutely.
I can't believe people don't actually know when Star Wars came out, but, if you need to know, is May 25th, 1977.
Or what was Brad Pitt's name in Seven?
Detective David Mills.
There it is.
So we're going to review at least one current movie in the theater. We're going to go to the shelf,
Yep, we're going to go to the shelf, talk about what we own, what we've seen, what we liked. We're going to talk about what's coming out to home market, your Blu-ray, DVD releases. And we're also going to do a random reel.
Mhm.
We're going to go through Netflix, and we're going to pick something totally off the wall.
Something I've never heard of.
Never heard of. Hopefully we've never heard of it. And we're going to watch it, and we're going to tell you what we think. If it's worth your time, it could be a hidden gem. It could be a complete pile of crap, but we're going to sit through it for you.
Yep.
So what's our first movie in the theaters we're talking about today?
Jack the Giant Slayer.
Jack the Giant Slayer, directed by Bryan Singer, starring
The dude that played Beast
the dude
in the
that played
first.
Beast. It's pretty bad
Yeah.
for us doing a movie show and not knowing that guy's
Yeah.
name, but we're going to find out tomorrow because we're going to go see it. Actually, we're going to see it today because it is in the wee hours of the morning on March 1st. I'm pretty pumped to see it.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. I'm pumped. It's right up my alley. I love fantasy shit. I don't know how you feel about it.
I like Bryan Singer. I like The Usual Suspects. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff that he does, and I'm actually very, very curious to know what they do with it because Christopher McQuarrie, the guy that wrote The Usual Suspects, co-wrote this script.
Okay.
So I'm actually very interested to see it, though my enthusiasm is a little bit more tempered than
He
yours
did manage
is.
to keep it under 2 hours.
Ah, thank goodness.
That's great.
Yep.
So why don't you guys check out the trailer? We're going to go see the movie.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Ask not whence the thunder comes. For between heaven and earth is a perilous place, home to a fearsome giant race who hunger to conquer the mortals below, waiting for the seeds of revenge to grow.
I saw your light and I'm lost.
What are you doing out in this nasty weather?
Your Highness.
These your books?
My father used to read that to me. I like a good adventure.
I'm looking for an adventure of my own.
What?
Am I dead?
Not just yet.
The legends are true. Elmont, assemble a team of your best men.
Yes, sire.
Bring back my daughter.
Your Majesty, I want to volunteer.
What do you suppose is up there?
I never suppose. I simply prepare for everything.
At last, mankind have returned.
They're uglier than I remember.
Our mission is to find and return the princess. Tomorrow, you shall return below with me as your new king.
Are you mad?
I'm talking to giants at the moment.
Jack, you're here.
I had this, Jack. I had this.
Are you ready, my brother?
Let's cut a few of them down to size, shall we? Another way out of here.
You make everything sound so simple.
Simple farm boy.
Not at all.
Who are you?
It's Jack! Ready?
That worked out better than I expected.
So we're back. Did Jack the Giant Slayer live up to my expectations? Did it meet Josh's expectations? The answer is no on both fronts. However, we did learn who the star of this movie was.
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult. He is the guy that played Beast.
Yeah, X-Men First Class. And I
Right.
still think the best thing he ever did was Jennifer Lawrence. Just saying.
Rounding out the cast is Eleanor Tomlinson, Stanley Tucci, Ewan McGregor, and Ian McShane. This movie was rated PG-13. It was a very soft PG-13. I think it could have got away with the PG rating. I felt like they're gearing it towards the wrong audience. Some couple of 30-somethings, not for us. I think the kids would love this movie. I think absolutely would love it. I was expecting man versus giants and people getting squished and gore and all sorts of great stuff. Instead, I got
A fairy tale.
a fairy tale and bad CGI eyeballs popping out and stuff like that, and 15 minutes of people climbing the beanstalk. I was let down. I generally love fantasy movies, but this one it didn't give me that wow. Even the big battle sequence, it still wasn't. My heart never got pumping like it did in Lord of the Rings or anything. I was just kind of like, okay. So, not for me. Maybe for the kids. I think the kids would love this movie. What do you think?
I think it was okay. I mean, I don't think it was a blockbuster by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, that's why it's released in March.
Right.
I mean, it's not a summer blockbuster, and it couldn't possibly go up against Iron Man 3 or Superman
Pacific
or
Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Right.
I mean, seriously, I think the best part of the entire movie was the extended Pacific Rim trailer. But I mean, I got jazzed about that, and the Superman trailer.
Superman's good.
obviously. Yeah. It was okay. I mean, the graphics for me, I mean, they're kind of weird. I mean, I think we counted 8
Right.
graphic effects houses
Mhm.
that worked on it. It just wasn't organic. It didn't feel like it matched the rest of the frame. There were just, and it's weird because graphics are supposed to be sharp, detailed, and they just seem soft and out of place
Okay.
with the background. It just, I don't know.
And Josh is our technical guy, so he can
Sorry.
see all that kind of stuff. Me, just a regular guy, I don't know the ins and outs of CGI and lighting and everything else. So that didn't bother me as much, and I think most people it's not going to bother.
But I mean, you saw District 9.
Right.
I mean, you saw the prawns. You saw how organic everything kind of blended into the
Absolutely.
background. I mean, you watch that movie and you're like, you look at it for what it is. It's the story about a guy, and he goes to. I'm not to derail the show or
Right.
anything like that, but you felt for it. You felt for the characters. It's just spectacle
Yeah. Yeah.
until the end. I mean, when spectacle is supposed to happen, and that part was good. I mean, I thought once Mr. Singer, I'm Brian. Sorry, I don't know what to call you. Got to the end. I mean, it was good. I mean, because it was fast paced and you didn't worry about how weird it looked, and you kind of got into it. But like you said, it spent so long getting to it. It's like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. So overall, not a horrible movie. I'm giving it 3.5. I think it's definitely worth the rent. That point 5 is there because if you're a fantasy buff, you may love this movie and you may want to buy it and add it to your collection. But without a doubt, Netflix it, Redbox it as soon as it comes available. I think it's at least got that much. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it 3. I mean, I think it's definitely a rental. I mean, if you're a fan of the movie, I mean that's why they make them. That's why they make them, so you enjoy them. So maybe you'll blind buy it, but I'd wait to see what the special features are. So it's definitely a rental for me
Okay.
for right now.
So that's 6.5 out of 10. Again, I think Josh and I both agree that it was kind of marketed towards the wrong audience. I think they should have, had a little bit more fun with the trailers they cut and maybe geared down towards a younger audience. But
Absolutely.
so take your kids to see it. I think they'll love it.
Leave comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to get a hold of us, angrytrollproductions@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.